Hey Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is Sierra, and I am here with a reading regarding what you need to know at the time of watching this video, or what you need to hear at the time of watching this video. So whenever you happen to come across this video, this is when the message is going to apply to you, either right at the time you're watching it, or it will be applying sometime soon. Okay. I did say Sun, Moon, and Rising because you don't have to be a Sagittarius Sun. You can have Sagittarius in your Moon or Rising placements, and this message may still apply to you. If you don't know how to get your different placements in your birth chart, I think I was saying this wrong for all the other readings I do, but I think the name of the website I use is cafeastrology.com. I think I was saying astrology cafe or something like that. Anyway, something like that. It is free. You can find several different free websites and apps that will help you to get your birth chart placements. You just need the time you were born, the city you were born, and of course your date of birth. So let's go ahead and get started. We are starting off with the Judgment card. We also have the Five of Wands. Okay, so this is telling me some of you are fighting against what your calling is, or you're ignoring it. You've been getting signs, receiving signs. You know what it is you're supposed to be doing with your life at this point when it comes to the type of work that you do, or the type of impact you are meant to have on the world, and you're fighting against it for some reason, or you have totally blocked off the intuitive messages that are being sent to you when it comes to what your life purpose is and what your calling is. We also have the Three of Wands. This can represent traveling. Some of you may be traveling soon, or you may want to do something, some sort of line of work where travel is involved. But for the most part, I typically look at the Three of Wands as foresight. So there is a need to plan. There is a need to think about the future, plan ahead. Think about where you want to be 5, 10 years from now, 3 years from now, next year, it's time to start taking the steps now that are going to affect you in the future. Okay, so we also have the Emperor. This is just talking about taking charge. It's time to get a move on it. With this Chariot, the Emperor, Page of Cups, it's kind of like stop procrastinating and lollygagging and get to it. Okay, cut out distractions. If you are your own distraction, get that together. If you need to plan things out a little bit better, go ahead and start doing that. Really take the time to start thinking about where it is that you want to be in life. And I'm not just talking about financially or romantically. What is it that you want to do as far as your life purpose, as far as your career, your job? What kind of impact is it that you want to make, or that you feel like you were placed on this earth to make? We have to take the next steps now. Okay, so if it wasn't clear by the Chariot and the Emperor, it's being spelled out right here. Take the next steps now. Self-employment. I don't like pushing self-employment on everyone. I think that these days everyone is there are people who are looking down on people who are not self-employed and people who work for other companies. There is nothing wrong with that, but you also want to take the time to invest in yourself. If you're going to be investing your time, resources, energy into someone else's company, someone else's dream, then you need to be making sure you're doing that for yourself as well. Put just as much or more into yourself that you're putting into somebody else's business or their dream. We have the Empowerment card. So for some of you, that is what your life purpose is. You are meant to empower people. You are meant to speak life into other people. You're meant to help people get to where they want to be in life, but you can't really do that if you haven't done that for yourself. So make sure that you are doing what it takes for you to feel empowered, so that you can empower other people if that is what your life purpose is. For financial health, when it comes to living in your purpose, a lot of the times what stops people from being able to do that or stops people from getting started is finances. A lot of us spend so much of our day, so much of our time working for another company because we need to make money. We have bills to pay, we have kids to take care of, we have, school, student loans to pay, whatever. Okay, so it does take planning, it does take risk, it does take being strategic when you are trying to get to a point where you are walking in your purpose, but you're still able to pay your bills, you're still able to survive, you still have the necessities that you need. So again, what I'm seeing here is a need to plan and a need to execute. For some of you, you are over planning and it's just like, okay, you should be out of the planning stage right now. And you should be making steps towards the plan that you made. And for some of you, you need to get started with the planning stage. We have career. So, we pretty much discussed that already. Spirit guide and talent. Okay, so with the spirit guide and Page of Cups card, I'm just getting that they've been trying to tell you for a minute now to get started with preparing to walk in your purpose. Or if you have already gotten started, they've been trying to tell you, okay, now's the time. They've been sending you signs like, okay, it's time to go ahead and make that first move. Start taking strides and steps towards what you want to do. So it's kind of just like, they want you to get a move on it and stop procrastinating. For some of you, you're procrastinating with even starting the planning phase. And for some of you, you are stuck in the planning phase, and you might just be afraid to take the next step. So they're saying go ahead and take the next step now. The state of affairs in the world has taught us that we need to have multiple streams of income, multiple ways of surviving, and that our talents will provide for us. It's just being strategic, taking the steps towards making our talents work for us. With all these different businesses that have been closing, it seems like there's a lot of small businesses that are doing just fine. A lot of businesses where things are being handmade, you have Etsy, you have all kind of different sites that can help you to get started with your business without having to make a huge initial investment. Okay, so maybe it's trying to build up your following on social media that you might need to do in order to get started. Everything is not always related to finances when it comes to walking in your purpose. Okay, let's see what other cards we have. We have power and intention. So again, it's like it's time to start manifesting, putting out in the universe what it is that you want out of life, and not only setting the intention, but taking the steps towards manifesting what it is that you want. You have to get yourself in alignment with the things that you are asking for, or the requests that you are putting out to the universe. Make sure you are taking the steps to put yourself in alignment with that. We also have earth and ground. So again, it's kind of just like the need to focus and cut out any distractions. We have boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goal. Now, I'm not saying you guys are lazy here, so I don't want y'all to take it that way. I'm just saying more is needed. More effort is needed on your behalf. And it's not necessarily that you're lazy. It's just that you might be afraid to go ahead and take the next step. Or you might be the type of person that's overly prepared. Like, instead of just doing it, you just feel like you have to prepare. Hold on one second. Okay, I have a meeting. I didn't realize I had a meeting at 10:30, so I got 2 minutes. Okay, next we have the dolphin. Financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So I don't know if you all have noticed, but if you're watching this on the same day that I upload, November 24th, the stock market and cryptocurrency, that's been doing pretty well since the weekend. So if you've made some investments, you might see that It's looking pretty good right now. We know the stock market can go up and down, but right now at this point in time, it's looking pretty good. We have the cat, a two-faced friend. Wind chimes, peace and harmony. So that's why I was saying it's time to get rid of all distractions. Anybody who is not helping you to move forward towards your goals, if they are causing distractions, if they are causing drama and it's taking you away from what it is that you need to be focused on and doing, it's time to cut that out right now. I'm not saying forever, but right now you don't really have time for that. We have teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. And then we have broken wishbone, wish will not be granted. So this is kind of a warning to you all to kind of get going, get started, do what it is that you need to do, because it is definitely possible for you to start making money off of your talents, living in your purpose, manifesting what it is that you want. But if you're not taking the steps and putting yourself in alignment, it's not going to happen. So they want you to know it's possible. They want to help you. They want you to get, but they need you to kind of meet them halfway. When I say they, your higher power, spirit guides. So that's what I have for you all. Sorry, I didn't realize I had a meeting, so I gotta go. So I hope that made sense and resonated with you. If it did, please feel free to let me know in the comment section. As you can see, I'm doing things on my lunch breaks and on my breaks from work whenever I get a chance. So, you know, just take the steps that you need to take and things will start aligning and working out for you. It just takes strategic planning. If you feel called to do so, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Bye.